All right, everyone. Thank everyone for your patience. We're a little delayed, we're a little behind, but I'm here. I made it. And my partner in crime has been waiting patiently and stalling and letting the chats know, hey, he's coming. This is going to happen. Chris Bidwell, he wouldn't miss night one for anything in the world. He's here tonight. Chris, good evening. Thanks for being the notifier, letting people know what's going on. Thank you so much. It's been a while.
Good evening, King.
It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it's
it's been a wild night
now.
and
Season 5, let's go.
yeah, and I mean, look at the two individuals we got cooking here this year, Chris. You know, the tradition of the best of 99 has always been that the champion of the previous season has come back to defend the title, and you know we've had Jeff do that a couple of times over, but Sharky, who was our competitor last season versus Jeff, unable to really commit to this 11-week grind, so to speak. So it was up to me to figure out who can we get next in Bidwell. And, you know, a lot of talk about the nostalgia going on in Classic Tetris kind of led me to be like, well, what is a good DAS match that we could put together that will give you that nostalgic feel? And I think I lucked out on this one. What do you say?
This is 2019. I mean, it was only 6 years ago, but so much has changed since then. If you watch those videos, you see me kind of sitting off to the side as kind of I was commentating a little bit, but you know, Chris and James were doing their thing, and I was off to the side, kind of being their on-site producer. And there's some young, handsome gentleman there in the front row next to my wife, and some other individuals there who are kind of just taking in the action as part of the crowd. And I think they had a name, George. Is that the person's name?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a pivotal year, kind of the last of the, you know, the old period, maybe the middle period of Classic Tetris, and then obviously pandemic hit and the rolling fever took over, and so it's that capturing that moment in that small ass room in Portland, Oregon. I was watching some of those videos today, and just recreating this at all. It's what a find. We haven't seen these two in a spotlight like this in a long time, and I think this is going to be a great series.
I really think this might be the closest best of 99 we're going to see. These two definitely have the chops to give us a show. And talking about the show, Bidwell, you know, this is our 5th season, so I wanted to get a bigger production into this. So we're going to switch on over. We got commentator cams, so get yourself set up. You know, I want you to look your best so I don't, you know, freak out. And you're like, oh, you know, where'd that come from? But there we are. There you go. Oh, a clean shaven Chris Bidwell. Oh my goodness.
A little bit. You throw me up the stream so I can see it. I can see myself. Obviously.
Oh, of course, right. Sorry, Bids. You know, it's been a long.
I've been in a little rush. Yeah.
it's been a long day for me. All right, let me get that for you, good sir. And that should be thrown up in a moment.
Hey, there we are. I can see King now.
You can
Well,
see me now.
I'm looking off to the side where my laptop is, and then this is where the action. So I got to do this for the production because I'm all about the production.
Oh, are you? Well, of course, right. The production value is a must at always. So there you go.
Printer box behind me there. Yeah. In my office.
But there we are, Chris. We're there live for the world to see. So, you know, this is. Yes, the 5th season of the Best of 99, a series that was originally thought of from Louis Scooey and Ben Mullen, two great players in the world of Classic Tetris. And it was memes. It was a meme type of thing that they were doing back in 2021 just to, you know, kind of get themselves set for the World Championship since we were still online at that time. And, you know, Louis reached out to me and said, King, you know, only you can hype this up even more. We get the views coming in. And I brought you in as my cohort to come and do this because we are great legendary status, and we've been off and running. This has become an annual thing now, and I'm glad we could do it again, my friend.
I am so looking forward to this. You know, Larva, who's in the chat, was asking me, hey, you guys bringing back Best 99? I'm pretty sure we are, but I didn't know who the opponents were, and Mr. Bookerman had to work a little bit of overtime, but I'm super excited about this matchup. Indeed.
I'm super excited to kind of go over the stats, Bidwell. That's what we do now. We go over all the stats. Let's look at what really comes out of the Best of 99, man. And let's go take a look at that. First of all, I'd like to shout out Tyler Tetris, who might be watching this right now. Big shout out to you. He ended up doing the whole new layout for us. All these great slides, graphics that you're about to see. kudos to him, man. Major overhaul to make this look professional and up the ante on what we're going to be doing in the future. So all the good stuff you're going to see.
Silver bracket team. Would you call it
the
that?
silver bracket champion. Yeah, you can go that there. Ooh, spoiler alert, right? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're not. Oh, my bad.
Oops, my bad. So yeah, it is the best of 99. We're about to go over all the good stuff here. So let's take a look at some facts, people. Let's take a look at the online facts between these two outstanding players first to kind of give you the tale of the tape as to what's happening here. So on the left, Batfoy, we haven't seen in quite some time, Bids. Last time he came out to Portland, I think in 2022, because he wanted to go back to the live setting, and since then he's been pretty busy with college. He's a senior now, if you can even believe that. Right, Bidwell? It's crazy to think that he's all grown up now. Has a 1.12 million. He has a 1.12 million PB, of course, DAS player out of the great state of Minnesota. Match record is 80-59, so again, not too many matches under his belt over these years since he's kind of stepped away from the game, and his most notable achievement is a CTWC Top 4 appearance back in 2019. Meanwhile, our friend here, Matt Martin, still visibly active in the community. He has a DAS record of a 1.3 million PB score, only one of few that have that achievement. He's a DAS player out of Oklahoma. Match record is 72-94, but you know, when you look at that match record, Bidwell, that doesn't really tell the tape of how good he is. You know, he's playing up against rollers in this era. The strength of schedule. Yeah, I mean, he qualifies so high and so well in these big-time tournaments that he's facing a tough opponent right off the bat. So that record doesn't really speak volumes of what he can do. And, of course, his notable achievement is getting the 1.3 with DAS. He was also a CTWC Top 8 finalist in 2019. So that's the online facts for both these players. Now, Bidwell, I mentioned we're going to talk stats. We're going to talk the history of the best of 99. So let's go and take a look. Thanks to Tyler once again for putting these together, man. And, oops, we're kind of...
Oh, okay.
Going a little too fast there. Whoops, I forgot.
PowerPoint there. Tap through. Hyper tap. Let's go.
There you go. All right. Forgot to press that button. All right. So here we go, Bidwell. This is the correct slide that we start off with. This is the best of 99 through the years, right? So look at those three great, handsome gentlemen there. You've got the two-time champion of the best of 99, Mr. Jeff Moore right there on the left. Alex Kataru Kerr, his opponent from season 3. Mr. Ben Mullen, the inaugural winner of the best of 99, and then got thumped by Jeff in season 2. We're going to go through the years with them, Bidwell, and kind of go over their achievements of what they've done in this series. So let's take a look at our initial players that we began with first. It was Louis Scuey and Ben Mullen, the innovators of the best of 99 series. Kind of covered their stats in the past when we do these, but for new people coming in right now, this is what you're kind of getting as the history. So you see Ben dominant over Louis, 63-36 win count in favor of the Icon, but he didn't get a max out at all, Bidwell, right? That was the one thing that Louis got to have the bragging rights over him throughout that season, that one max out, and I think you and I got the chance to call that one. And then as you can see the stats here, Bids, that we're looking at, you know, how often these players are doing well as far as the top outs. So we have, well, we'll talk about the rules set a little bit later, but under 100,000 point top out, you know, Louis, quite a lot, quite a lot. About a third of the games were in that zone, whereas Ben keeping it just barely on double digits at 10. But look at the rate here, right? But when we're looking at percentage-wise, perhaps like 49 games for Ben to get over 500K, that's nearly half the time he's getting to that point, and shows why he's an icon.
Tetris Hero ends up winning that first series, obviously, and then but it was fun talking with Louis Scuey because he was in the building during the Montreal Screwjob. So that was the most memorable moment of that first season for me. I was talking to him about being there when Bret Hart left the WWF at the time. So it's the little. Is that an online fact or is that just a fun fact? But either way. It was quite enjoyable, and the format stuck. The rule set what you're going to go over, and we brought it back the next year. So big shout outs to Louis for coming up with this, and see what happened, Ben, in that season 2 when you hit that little switch on your presentation here.
Oh yeah, no. Notice the bottom portion there, right? The total score achieved throughout the 99 games that they played. Louis 44 million overall competitive score versus Ben's 47 million. So about 3 million point difference, kind of telling you that. I mean, it sounds like a large number, right, Bidwell? But in reality, games kind of close. But also, depending on if Ben was mullining certain games there. But as you alluded to, let's look at season number 2 with our friend Mr. Ben Mullen versus Jeff Moore. Jeff comes in and says, I want to get in on this action. How do I play King? And we set him up, and it didn't look good the first night, Bidwell. That was the night that you weren't there, but it was tragic. Jeff got swept 9-0 to Ben, and almost looked like Jeff was like, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know if I could stand 10 more weeks of losing like that. And, we gave him a little pep talk. We took a week off to kind of get him rejuvenated. And then he went off the charts, Bidwell, getting his own sweep over Ben later on in the season. 9-0 drub. And you can see there the win count 65-34. Tremendous job by Jeff at the time. That was the record for the most wins in a season. And you can see that down the line there, the number of top outs kind of increased for Ben under the 100,000 threshold of 15 versus Jeff's single digits 7. And Jeff had 3 max outs. Ben, again, still nothing on there. But, again, look at the rate here, Bidwell. The over 500K is 51 games, or 51% really for Jeff versus Ben's 45. And then the number of 600K games, over 36 of them, and so on, with Jeff dominating and has the current highest score in the series at 1,085,000. And as we get to later on the other seasons, we'll see that people have tried to come close to reaching that. So overall, a dominating performance by Jeff, even though it didn't look like he was going to start out that way, right, Bids?
I mean, I was like, uh-oh, what do we get ourselves into? But, Jeff, the sleeping giant woke up, did what he had to do, and we'll see what happens in the next season, because he kind of keeps up. What I also noticed is Ben pretty consistent from year to year. The numbers were down very slightly, maybe down 1% or 2. The 500K plus games, the 100,000 minus games. So, they say that you need to keep practicing to keep sharp, and you can decline if you don't. And say what you will about Ben, but he did keep up that consistency from that first year to that second year.
Correct. Yeah, and for those asking in the chat, yes, the number of games that you see right there, that 36 is the number of games that Jeff had achieved over a 600K. We are doing stat tracking. There's also numbers for 700, 800s, and the max outs, as you can see, being accumulated there. But yeah, 52 million. That is impressive. Wow, what a drubbing. So then, Ben steps aside, and it becomes, well, what's the next matchup that we can get for Jeff? Jeff wants to return. Who's he going to defend against? Well, we bring in perhaps one of his greatest rivals in Glass and Tetris. They only played one time before, and they said, you know what, let's go, the 99 together. It was Alex Kitaruker. They gave us a show that season, Bidwell, season number 3, but Jeff stays dominant once again. 65 wins overall in the series. Again, ties his own record that he had the year before. Max outs, he sits at 3 yet again. But the count, again, look at that. He actually decreased the number of top outs under the 100,000 threshold. Yeah. He went from 7 down to 5. Just shows you the consistency that this man has. And look at that stat right there, Bidwell. 61 games out of the 99, he got over the 500K. And then you add another 100 on top, he made it 46 times in that regard. Tremendous job by the legend.
That's doubling. Yep.
And as Ninja had pointed out, in the previous season, that was the season Jeff went to CTWC. He had the 4 max outs to tie the world record of DAS qualifier at that time. So it kind of shows you the best of 99 really worked out in his favor. And for Alex, first time, we know that Alex is not that much of a grinder. He's not really out there playing. So this was his first time that he had to stick to a commitment. And I think as we saw the series progress, Bidwell, we saw that he started getting more comfortable. And even though the score line tells you 65-34, the amount of games that were so close was ridiculous. And you can see that kind of in the stat line where he had 55 of the games, he's over the 500, and 36 over the 600. So he was keeping close with Jeff and almost maxed out for the first time in a live setting. He ended up getting that 980 that one game. He kind of hung a bar, would have done it for him. But again, tremendous performance by Alex Kerr, cementing his legacy status, and Jeff increasing that total score, 57 million to Alex's 49. So nothing to scoff there if you're Alex. What a tremendous series that one was, Bidwell.
Yeah, I mean, that it's like you're starting to run out of players. We got all these legends that have kind of been up in the ante. We know Jeff finishing second place in that 2016 year, and Alex finishing second twice and winning the Lifetime Achievement Award. And it's good to kind of feature, and that's kind of been the theme of this whole series is featuring the old players. But we'll kind of see what the new school taking over here in this next set.
Yeah, and then last season, for those that did not get to catch it, well, you can watch it on the YouTubes. It's available in the live section. You can relive the magic and the history-making performance we saw from a man that's in chat watching along. We bring in Jeff's greatest rival in as far as any player from Texas, I guess. Sharky joined for season number 4, and wow. Look at these numbers, Bidwell. Look at these friggin' numbers. Obviously, the total dominance by Sharky. Even though week 1 saw Jeff edge out Sharky 5-4,
Yep.
Sharky kind of put that as like a chip on his shoulder and says, no, that's never happening again. I'm not letting him take another week from me. And Jeff was only able to squeak out, I think, one more week, and Shark just kind of destroyed him. I think it was like 9-2 overall was the finish line of sets. But 74 wins, is now the all-time leader in that category. 17 max outs when it was all said and done there, Bidwell. And he was closing in on Jeff's high score of that 1.08. He got the 1.066 to get that close. And total score, obviously, again, like I said, Sharky just breaking records. 73 million, almost 74 million in that regard. Jeff, meanwhile, he did go up, right? Bidwell,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He went up, so he wasn't slouching. He was increasing.
And the great thing I like to point out in this stat tracking here is that look at the number of games of 500 and 600 Ks between the two. Sharky,
Wow.
84 times guaranteed he's going to make 500, 73 times to get over 600. And in some cases, he wasn't mulling those games, so he could have increased those even further had he kind of played some of them out if Jeff had, topped out above the 100K threshold. Jeff at 71 and 53. I mean, those are outstanding numbers. So it kind of shows, Bidwell, that the opponent kind of will lead you to play your best and push you to go further and further. And obviously, Sharky, the strongest opponent that Jeff could have asked for. And, I mean, you saw what happened to Shark, right? He went to the DAS championship here in North America. We called it the Jonas Cup now. The inaugural one was last year. He was training for that. He got 6 max outs in the 90-minute DAS qual, a world record.
I mean, you see that 17% max out rate, and if you're thinking how many maxes you're going to get an hour, I mean, he obviously, this was great warm-up for him, but he pushed that even higher when he had that legendary qual. And kind of backtracking a little bit, in the first year Jeff was in this, going into 2022, our first year back in Portland, Jeff did have that legendary run in quals, getting, I believe, 3 max outs and making the gold bracket. Kind of like the last hurrah for the team old guy that all of us tend to root for in this scene. So I was had the privilege of being near that station when he was doing that, and what a time that weekend was when we were finally back after the COVID online years.
Yeah, it was amazing to see Jeff in action, and was really well deserved, all the kudos he got. And hopefully we'll see Jeff back at Jonas Cup. yeah, let's get him back, right? Hopefully we'll see him at Jonas Cup. So that is the series in a nutshell, Bit with all the stats, all the facts. Again, thank you to Tyler for making the layouts. Wonderful job by you. All good stuff. So we're nearly getting close to game time, folks. I know you've all been waiting very patient, so I appreciate that. We're going to go and take a quick look at the rule set here, Bids, because people need to know, well, how does this all work, right? How in the world does this all work? So here it is in a nutshell, folks. This is the best of 99 house rules. Players have been given this ahead of time, so they are aware of what the situation is. Each week for 11 weeks. We're playing 11 weeks, folks. A round of 9 games will be played, so you're going to get 9 full games tonight, regardless of whoever gets to 5 first. This is not a best of, first to 5 or best of 9 each week. No. We're playing all 9 games, so sit back, relax. We got a lot of Tetris that we're going to be doing. All games are to be played on level 18 starts. Games with the top out scores under the 100,000 point threshold will be replayed, as you saw in that stat that we tracked. The mulling is permitted at the discretion of each player. So again, for those that want to try to beat those stats that Sharky's got, you may need to mull it if you want to get 84% past the 500K threshold. And the first player to reach the 50 wins wins the best of 99 series, regardless of when that happens. But again, we are playing all 99 games here, Bidwell, so it doesn't matter. As we saw with Shark and Jeff, that was done by like round 7, but we played it through the rest of the way, and Jeff still put up a hell of a fight.
I think he got that last max out. I forget which week it was near the end to break his max out record. So there's always things to be fighting for. Both of these players, I believe you said, are training for Jonas Cup in this year's series. So that's the main purpose of this, is to get those reps in, get that tournament practice in, and get those reps, and hopefully have a hell of a run come October in Portland.
Without question. And finally, let's go take a look at the overall schedule, folks. This is a tentative schedule, as things are subject to change. But round 1 begins tonight in just moments. It's July 23rd, 2025. We're going to start round 1 now. Round 2 will be the following week, which is next week, July 30th. And then we're going to keep going each single week until we can get to round 10, which is September the 24th. So again, folks, this is if there's no interruption, no rescheduling needed for players, because we are looking to do this every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. on the West Coast for all those in the States. That'll be around 1 a.m. UTC around the world the following day, clearly. But TBD, Bidwell, right? TBD, the finale. So we'll get there. We will have a official announcement on when the final match will take place, because that is still subject to change on when that'll be occurring. But if you follow the series and we see how it goes, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised about that finale. But first, we got to get through round number 1. And those are the players. Yeah, it's a beautiful transition. Those are the players. They are just about set to go. I just got to make sure I make a change here real quick, because, folks, you all love it. You've all seen it. We've been doing it now at the World Championships for some time, but we here in the Friendlies universe for the first time are going to use this for a 1v1 scene. We're going to be using some Nexus champs, folks. There it is. How about that? Wait a second.
I was whatting about Batfoy's mustache. Well done, sir.
You can what about that? Yeah, absolutely. Let's friggin' go. So there they are. It's Batfoy on the left, Matt Martin on the right. They're going to play some friggin' Tetris, folks. I can't wait. I'm going to give a little refresh over to our friend Matt. He looks like he's still. He's concentrating very well, you know.
he's ice cold.
He is ice friggin' cold.
And I know Tetris did a hell of a job putting those stats together, but do we have the versus history between these two?
I do not have that, but I can look it up. But we know that Bats has beaten them at least once, right? And they did also play in a friendlies back in 2020, which we call Retribution at the time. Yep. And that one, Batfoy defeated Matt 3-0. They had an amazing matchup there, too. And then they did play 2022 in the Silver Tournament that you got to call bids. That one, Batfoy also beat Matt Martin. That was a best-of-3 only, though. Right.
And obviously, along with Batfoy's accomplishments, he did win the inaugural Silver bracket in 2020, back probably our most stacked bracket ever in those 2 online years. And he just finished, I think he was number 1, or he was very high seed, and ended up taking that tournament. And I remember, some people who didn't make that Silver bracket kind of had a little nerves, didn't really want to play in it, kind of felt as an insult. And I hope after all these years that he kind of sees that as a huge accomplishment, because winning any bracket like that in any tournament setting is quite the accomplishment. So they're seated up now, and hopefully you'll get unfrozen here.
Yeah, Matt, if you can take a look at your camera, we'll need assistance there. It looks like your camera has turned off, or fell asleep. That's my fault because we are way delayed, so I apologize. So Matt, make sure that yeah. So Matt, make sure we were doing testing, so he's
Hey.
his stuff was working. There we go. We got him back on the camera. And yeah, Matt, if just make sure that your Nestor's Champs is tabbed in. That's always the key there. Make sure Nestor's Champs is tabbed in, that the window is nice and in front on your screen. Those will be the key components. I could always also try to give a refresh, but it looks like Batfoy's NTC is working just fine.
While we're complimenting our players, great shirt by Matt. You know, anytime players go beyond the T-shirt, gotta give a kudos to that.
And Matt, make sure that you're not on DAS mode or make sure the statistics are showing proper, because that's another reason why sometimes the Nestor's Champs doesn't work. See if I can help him out over here. King will give NTC a refresh. Why not? Let's just see if that is an issue.
Somebody wake Gilby up.
Oh, he should be awake. It's morning. He's at work.
Yeah.
All right, so Batfoy's NTC is working, and there's Matt's. There we go.
Yes.
I just saw his board there, and I see some pieces. Oh yes, it's all working there. Awesome. There we go. I know you could do it, Matt. All right, so players, you do have the seed. It is pinned for you for reference. It's going to be 91. 3CEF, that is 91. That is the reverse of 19, like 2019. 3CEF, or Excellent Fellows, because that's what they are, Bidwell.
Like it. That's off the cuff there.
Oh, you know, I had to teach GD how to do those things. So. And players, when you are ready, you can hit the ready button in the Nestor's Champs room. And then that way I will do the countdown from there, and we can get this one started. Man, I am so excited, Bidwell. This is the 5th season of this awesome series. I love doing this every summer with you.
I you know, it was kind of getting late in the summer. I was a little worried, but I'm glad to be back, and it's definitely a highlight. Yes.
All right, prediction has begun for those that are interested.
And, you know, also hello to the chats in YouTube. DJ Mr. Burrow saying who kidnapped Bidwell and is he okay? that was a nice line. Did my summer shave.
Right, blink twice, right?
Yep.
Whatever the craziness that is. All right, so Matt is ready to go. Just waiting on the Batfoy to hit the ready button. Hopefully players will have the same seed. We will check that out. Bat's going to step away for a moment. And he hits the ready button right there. Oh, my goodness. Chris Bidwell, it's finally time, man. We did it. Only an hour delay, but that's okay. It's time to officially play this one. The honors are yours, my friend. Count them down for the first game of the Best of 99 Season 5.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, I see the graphics and should have counted along with those, but whatever. Let's go.
Let's go.
We have the LZ open, and Batfoy's got a blank screen. There it is, LZ. So
pieces are correct. We are good. A lot of blue and white to start. There's a red. Ever underway. Chris Bidwell. Finally, the summer series has officially begun. It's our 2 new competitors. A rivalry renewed in a new era of Tetris. My God, what a night we're about to get into.
So great to see Batfoy again. Like I said, I'm knowing that he's coming to Jonas Cup. I'm glad that we still do that. I'm glad that we're still in Portland to have a presence there. I'm glad that DAS is, you know, getting a foothold as a play style. Obviously, the World Championships of DAS happened last weekend in Germany, and that was a hell of a show that they put on over there. And the Europeans kind of staking their claim on their dominance. Some of us thought, no, we're going to send the Americans over there and they're going to dominate. That didn't quite work out that way. They did quite well. Good showing, 2 of the top 3, but Robin did end up taking that. Spoilers, sorry, but I think that they have a good home there for the foreseeable future.
Well, certainly, yeah, and we got a foreseeable future here. It's a 105 for Batfoy, just crossing that threshold. Matt at 162. Bidwell, officially, we have now gotten to the 100K marker. That means this is official game number 1. They're off to a good start.
Yep. And that's going to be, neither. Obviously, Matt Martin has the 1.3, but I'm going to assume he doesn't put up Sharky numbers with the max out percentage. So it is going to be interesting to see how this plays out over the next 11 weeks, what type of averages we're going to see. I expect them to probably meet or exceed Jeff's levels over the past 3 seasons. So that's my expectation. We'll see if that pans out or not.
Indeed. And clarification for folks there. Bidwell, mixing his years, no problem there. Robin, the DAS winner for last year. This year, this year, I think this year, if you want to know who won, why don't you go back and watch the live portion here in the Classic Tetris channel. You can go check it out. It was, as Bidwell was pretty much saying, the best DAS championship they've ever had there, thanks to the Americans. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But no, of course. No, it was a wonderful event. And honestly, Bidwell, maybe I got to start thinking I should get out there next year.
Vince was bugging me about it this morning, so I got to start putting money aside. My bad on getting the names mixed up.
It's all good, Bidwell. You are forcing people to have to go watch it now. That's a good thing. We want more views on this channel.
Yeah. Please fact check me.
Yep, absolutely. I'm sure Crafty Kim would have fact checked you because she's here in the chat, wishing both players good luck. Obviously, I'm sure Jeffrey's home right now. He's just getting home from work, and he's like, "Man, these two are playing. Oh, can we make it a triple threat game? I want to do it."
It's that meme just pointing at the screen. I know those guys. But one Tetris lead here for Matt, but this is a little dependent city here. That's the split double.
Oof. And another one.
Gonna get something left here. The T is easy to get over. My screen's a little blurry, so the line count isn't the greatest for me. It looks like it's in the 90s there. So, looks like Matt will get this cleaned up before transition.
Yeah, sorry, Vince.
Well, Batfoy. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's probably a
internet
bandwidth issue. As long as I can see the score, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, well, hopefully the score is big enough, yes, for you.
It's plenty big, and the colors help too.
So there you go.
Very slight lead.
Yes, very, very slight. Batboy was able to start really chomping at the bit here, but you see his board now starting to kind of go through the same construction that Matt had to go through. Ooh, early shift there. Oh, early shift for Batfoy.
Oh no. He cannot get it over, and Matt Martin will take game number 1.
Yeah, kind of a tricky portion of the seed at that moment there, Bidwell. It looked like, Batfoy was going to get out of it, and then that early dash shift that you hate to see ends up ending him. And Matt, you're going to be good for game number 1. Again, now, reminder, folks, mullining is allowed at the discretion of the player. So if Matt chooses, hey, I'm going to mullen this out, I'm having a good game, he is more than welcome to do it. But if he chooses that he'd like to top out, then that's okay. And then we'll get ready for game number 2.
You gotta think, if it's me, I probably got excited about that line piece and missed the shift. And that was the game over at the top of the board. That's DAS. I mean, we saw a lot of that last weekend. A lot of players had seemingly boards under control, and then one misplay, and their game was pretty much over at that point. That's the old school way.
Well, certainly, yeah. So you'll see Matt has transitioned to level 19, and he will look to continue. Just shy of the 500K, so I think maybe he heard the stat padding there, right, Bidwell? That,
Well, you know what? Maybe he wants to attack Sharky's 17 max out record. I mean, it's probably doable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would imagine part of the reason Sharky's only had 17 there was because a lot of games he didn't continue with. So now that the bar has been set, why not go for it?
Yeah, most certainly.
This is a nice, clean board. He's playing a little bit better at 19 than he was at the 18 speed. Takes the triple there.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Bids, because you find that people, they're warming up on a level 19 speed, and then they just feel, comfortable after, spending maybe like 20, 30 minutes on that, and then you go right into level 18.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. He wanted to get. I love it. The Virtuoso, as he's known to many in the community. Matt Martin is good for the first one. As mentioned, he stops at 601,000. Pretty cheeky, Bidwell. Pretty cheeky.
I like it. That's showing a little bit of mercy.
You'll see Matt will get one at the bottom right next to his name. Again, shout out to Tyler. Beautiful layout you've done, sir. This is exciting. It's going to be good. So players, make sure you increment your seed. King will help manage the seed for you, but make sure you're incrementing the seed. So we go from 91 to A2. A2, 3C, EF is your current seed. We'll pin that for you folks. If you like to play along at home, you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you have the proper hardware to do that with, clearly.
In chat mentioning they saw Joseph Saley earlier in CTM today, and now we have Batfoy and Matt Martin here. So, yep, this is definitely 29 vibes are coming back.
2019 is back again, baby. Love it. Both players are ready to go. Bidwell, they're going to count them down yet again from 5. Go ahead for this game number 2.
Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And square S. We are seated properly.
There you go.
The 2 press down points from Matt, taking that commanding lead.
And Batfoy will take the Tetris, and Matt will follow, so the 2-point lead is still in effect. And, Bids, usually what we'll do is after the 5th game that the players will play, we take a little halftime break, so that way they can hydrate themselves, do what they need to do. We take our commercial breaks in there. But, one thing, I was kind of rushing Bidwell today because I had a couple other commitments I had to take care of real quick before we started this. That's why there was a delay. But when we get our break, we're going to give the fans a treat. We're going to give the fans a treat because usually we do it before the match starts, and I forgot. So we'll do it at the halftime. We'll see how correct you are. We've got a special feature for you. Bidwell's keys to victory return, man. You don't want to miss it. And we'll see, Bidwell, how much of a prognosticator you can be, and if these players took your advice.
Reverse keys.
Yeah.
Or, maybe the halftime adjustments for this first one for week 1 here. But Batfoy up Tetris and a half. But again, as DAS players, you don't want to be playing up there.
Yeah, he has crossed the 100K threshold. So has Matt. So official game, there'll be a dirty triple for Batfoy. And he will get the double into the Tetris. He's safe, Bidwell, to 132. Matthew kind of didn't really know what to do with that L piece. Kind of left him fumbling now to try to figure it out. He's going to try to clean this up. See how long it can take him. The asset check.
Plastic head take it, yep. He's got this down.
Now, Bidwell, who is really back in the golden era, I like to call it, who was one of the more notable DAS players that you would recognize kind of just doing that head shake and in the tournament, just like knowing that, God, man, why does DAS have to be so difficult?
I mean, I just remember Jonas doing that a lot. That seemed to be his signature move, just whenever he made a mistake. He never, panicked or got mad at himself, but he's like, that type of thing. Other players would, darn it. Now I'm just thinking Quaid would put on his little show, but the various different reactions that you'd see around, and not panicking and not going on tilt was a big thing in those early years, especially with some of those players who were big into poker, and that was kind of one of the sports, quote unquote, ocho sports that kind of grew. That Tetris is kind of compared to as a mental game. You really wouldn't expect it to see it on sports television, and obviously these two made it onto ESPN in that legendary best of 5. They made it to that decider in that 2019 out of 8 match. Terry Purcell, like, he was the one that would, like, get visibly more than a head shake, more annoyed. He would hold back the cussing most of the time, but you kind of sense that he would want to get it out, and it was, to me, that was entertaining. But that's to us at home.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, folks, we are using the Nestor's Champ feature, so that, as you've seen at the World Championships, we'll give you the score differential when players are going back and forth. So right now, Batfoy in the green, meaning that he's ahead with the plus sign. Matthew with the minus sign. He's down 51,000 points at the moment. We are approaching the 100 line mark. The Joey Parker turn, as we affectionately call it here, Bidwell.
And kudos to not setting up the simul Tetris nonsense on Nestor's Champs. A little too cheeky for a championship broadcast, I think, last weekend.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I enjoy it. In fact, I'm gonna have to probably maybe next week, Bidwell, I'll activate that and see it.
Oh no! What did I do?
Oh, look at that adjustment from Matt. He saw the square coming in to make that placement better. Otherwise, he's gonna leave himself vulnerable.
So we'll still waiting for another square to fill in. Nope, was going to use the J into the T. But behind by Tetris and a half still, but looks like we've, like I said, passed that turn, approaching transition again. So Batfoy with the post scratch.
No, he's got the
bumper.
Yeah, he's growing out that beard now. He's getting the scruff. So time flies, Bidwell, man. He had a baby face when we saw him in 2019, and now he's going into senior year of college.
Wow.
I had a nice chat with him, Bidwell, yesterday as we were doing the Nestor's Champs testing and make sure everything was going okay. Had a great chat with him, just checking to see what he's been up to and what he's been doing. And as mentioned, he's been just studying college, his computer science major, and is currently doing an internship with a top technology company.
Very, very nice.
So he's
and people at those companies are, this is something you could put on your resume. I was, top 8 Tetris player in the world back in 2020, 2019. So into transition 5-10. So another add to stats again.
Yeah, both players able to get that. Matt going to be 2 for 2 on the 500Ks. Slams the Tetris to go to 536. Batfoy still with that 2 Tetris lead, as Bidwell mentioned, 578 for him. Both players locked and loaded. Bidwell, now we got ourselves a great start to the best of 99.
Here's the fun part. Also, it's nice to not have the Tetris differential, because I do like to exercise my brain muscles and figure out the basic math on the fly.
Oh yeah, of course, right?
Yeah, it's like doing Sudokus. I'm getting old. I'm pushing 50, so it's anytime I get those reps in, it's nice for me. But nice clean board still. This is, again, the players seem to be doing better at the 19 stage. A little less traffic here.
Good placements for Batfoy. We'll slam another Tetris. 7-11 for him. Get the Slurpees out. Matt at 649, trailing by about 2.5 Tetrises at this juncture on level 22. He'll slam one there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect pieces for Matt to kind of get that solved, but unfortunately Lombard came a little too early for him, Bids. He couldn't really use it to try to set up a score.
Yep, so Batfoy is going to increase that lead up to 84,000, and now over 100,000, and we are starting to run out of time. About 50 lines to go.
Man,
that's going to take the triple.
Yeah, Matt going for safety rather than the aggression. He's going to see maybe Batfoy can slip up a bit, because that's the other thing too you got to take into account, Bidwell, right? Is that we haven't seen Batfoy play. Where's the ring rust, right? Is there any that he has? Like, we don't know. We don't know. So this is a
Well,
good chance to get a look.
well, I'll tell you what. It's got an 866 and level 25. If that's rusty, then I want that rust.
And I don't want to jinx anything here, Bidwell, but he could be on the verge of tying someone last season that got a very quick achievement right out the gate in their second game.
Oh, we shall see. Oh boy, starting to fall apart. This is a bit of a door opening for Matt here, but he's now behind still 133,000. He's only got 2 levels to go.
And he's only got 16 lines left. Batfoy not going to be able to open up that left side. It's too high. He'll be done. Matt has a chance now, Bids. Got to play perfect, though.
Yep, perfect. He needs 3 Tetrises.
And he did not get the
pieces. Shakes his
pieces.
head 'cause, yep, oh man. To finish it out at least.
Yeah, with only 7 lines left to go, he's at 223 lines.
Oh, he's amino short. He wants it. He's trying.
Where's the bar anyway? That coming.
Oh, nothing but hell of a game too. 916, 833. Buckle up. We're gonna have a hell of a season here, King.
Yeah, absolutely. We are in a hell of a season.
We've had those kind of ring rust sweeps in those week ones. I don't see these 2 players rusty whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever indeed. Yeah, GG's there. And thank you, Tyler, for the reminder that we should be alerting people that we've got this stream going. I will do that once we get game number 3 going. Reminder players to increment your seed again. First 2 should be incremented. Which one that? Let's see, it's that one. We were A2. We'll go to B3. Yes, we will. B3. 3C, E, F. We should be doing a better job managing that.
And despite being a computer science major, Batfoy has to get up, set up the Nestor's champs. There it is.
You gotta hit that ready button, yeah.
Doesn't have some crazy ass Bluetooth setup that
that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? All right,
I'll
people.
look confident for next year.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get that in the budget for him. Let's go ahead and count it down for game number 3. We're tied up at 1.
3, 2, 1. Tetris. So 2 for 2 with the 600,000s for Matt Martin. I was going for 3 points pressed down. I see. There's a pattern here for me.
Oh, indeed. So while they're getting underway, and King's gonna send an alert to let people know, hey, the best of 99 is going on right now. Ben, why don't you talk us through about Matt Martin? Obviously, he's got a storied history. He's got the 1.3 million score with DAS, but nobody really knew anything about him in 2019. What do you recall about Matthew meeting him for the first time and his overall run in his debut at the World Championships?
I don't remember which regionals he won that year, but I was and we're gonna have our first false start here by Batfoy, so this game won't count.
Correct. Yeah. So as part of the house rules for those that are just joining right now, this game will not count. Games only are counted when they have reached over the 100,000 point threshold. We call it the Ben Mullen rule. Technically, it should be the Louis Scuey rule because he needed more than
that was more of a Scuey thing.
they needed more, but I just like the story that we call it a Ben Mullen rule. All right, both players are ready to go. The mulligan in effect, first one of the season. Get it out of your system. We'll do game number 3. Redo. Go ahead, Bidwell.
Game 3, Mark 2, and 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
As you were saying, sir.
So Matt Martin won either 1 or 2 regionals back in those early days before the youth start traveling around. I think there was a Texas regional.
Yes.
Don't remember if it was the Game On X, not the Game On, the Let's Play Expo maybe. I'm so foggy on those events, but you know this new guy who was middle aged because it was a lot of kids starting to pop up, and it was typically he was younger than the Jonas and Harry set, but he obviously was an adult with an adult job and a spouse and that whole thing. So he seemed to be part of that stream of new players who were coming into the game, not from the Joseph Saley phenomenon, and came in and he had a fairly high seed. But back in that day, I mean, if you remember that 19 bracket, these two ended up in the top 8 because Matt Martin beat Harry Hong moments after Mega Retro Man beat Jonas Neubauer. And then Batfoy got the privilege of playing Mega Retro Man in round 2 instead of Jonas, and that's how they met in round 3 in the top 8. So just a wild time. In fact, it's kind of fun if you watch the entire stream. You can see their reaction on Channel 2 as Matt Martin is playing Harry Hong when the upset happens with Jonas and Mega Retro Man, and they're just kind of like, they stopped playing in between their games to watch what happens. And then Matt went on to finish that upset of his own, and he has the best eye open, like the wide eye look, like, what did I just do? And he's like, did I just steal this from Harry? And it's just a classic moment if you watch that video or that VOD or even that clip. That 2019 year just so memorable in all those different ways.
It really was. I mean, it was very special for me, as you had mentioned, that it's kind of my first time going out there and just having the ability to see all that great stuff, and watching you and Chris Tang and James Chen do your thing. That really inspired me to want to get more involved in at least some aspect of this, because I was a terrible player. I think I actually got my second highest score ever at CTWC. I got a 456, or my PB at the time I think was like a 480. So nowhere near going to make that cutoff that year, because number 48, which is Louis Scooey, had a 672. So I would have needed a miracle at that point. But yeah, it was just a great experience, and as we'll, I'm sure, talk about a lot throughout the summer here, 2019. What a year that was, Bidwell.
Yeah, and that was fortunately the last year we had the line set up where you could rent your hour, but it was more about getting into the back of the line, and the line was so long, even with the entry fee, that we had to start upping the entry fee to like keep the more casual players out, because you had to wait 45 minutes to play a single game. So that old quality format, we finally got to retire that. That was probably one of the positives for 2020. One Tetris lead here for Matt Martin as we're approaching 80 lines, but 2 clean boards. So that Mark 1 at Game 3 was a fluke. They're back in it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And welcome in. Black Ops is here over on the YouTube side. Are they seriously playing a best of 99? Yes, they are. We will play all 99 games over the course of 11 weeks for the remainder of the summer, leading up to the second annual Jonas Cup that will be taking place at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo this October 17th to the 19th. You can check it out. Go to our website, Bidwell, right? We can go to our website now that's been pretty much revamped, and it's got all the list of the live events happening. What? Yeah, so go over to thectwc.com and go check out our events page. You'll see all the current ones that are still out there.
Not only was it, your first event live like that, but the debut of Sharky. Met AMJ for the first time, because I had seen, me and AMJ go way back. He was like a 12 or 13-year-old who went to one of my local events that wasn't Tetris related, like a retro gaming event that I was holding. So, and he just graduated college. So just all these goddamn kids growing up, King. I'm a proud. Am I a Tetris grandpa at this point? I feel like it.
You're definitely not an unk, trust me.
Oh no.
420, hey now for a moment from Batfoy. 487 for Matthew Martin, the virtuoso class of Tetris. He's up about 60,000 points. If we're going to try to change that up, but when you're playing the same piece sequence, Bidwell, and they're kind of going toe to toe, the advantage is going to go to Matt, since he has the advanced score, and the line count pretty much the same, only 1 line differential.
I mean, I guess Elo isn't really. Batfoy hasn't been playing much. I guess that doesn't really help, but who kind of had the advantage going into this? I mean, Batfoy was kind of the stronger player when they were in their competitive prime back in 2019-2020 era. But Matt Martin has been keeping his skills sharp, and obviously with that 1.3 is That's obviously an elite DAS PB.
Looks like this is a elite
So,
DAS game from Matthew Martin with 600K
yeah.
transition. Bidwell, oh my word.
Damn.
We're rambling on about being nostalgic of what was going on in 2019. Meanwhile, Matthew Martin just putting up 2025 DAS scores now.
Love it. Love it so much. But Batfoy only a Tetris and a half behind, so as we know, one mistake with DAS and the game instantly flips. Well, Tetris, no graphic, thank you. Of course, that'll get fixed next week, and then I'll complain about it.
Yes.
One Mino short here for Batfoy.
Old man yells at Simul Tetris.
Yes.
All right, touchdown for Batfoy will go to 631. Matt at 692, continuing to maintain that 2+ Tetris lead. I'll slam another one, make it 3+, but Batfoy will join again. 657 to 719. Bidwell, we got ourselves a awesome game number 3 happening.
No kidding. Matt here dominating a bit. I don't want to do the jinxing here, but I mean, is that 3 for 3 now for Matt Martin breaking 600,000? I believe that is.
It is, yes. So definitely no jinxing there. He's got it. He's looking for more right now. He does have an 800K already. Batfoy with a 900K. So stats-wise, we're looking pretty spicy. And this is game number 3 now. Oh my word. Oh.
Ooh, undershift. Oh man. And like I said, King, it doesn't take much, and it's hard to overcome that. And Matt Martin's going to take game 3, but I think he's late enough. Let's see if he mullins this one out.
Oh, you have to at this point. It's level 24, 829. Matt, you better mullin this. I don't care. This is definitely mullen worthy. So Matt will get game number 3. He'll take a 2-1 lead. So I'll head on over to his side again. Look at this. We go from 1.
Cheeky smile.
Yeah, look at that cheeky smile. We go from 1. We slide on over to 2 because Tetris is the man. That is so professional. I love it.
All right, building up. 2 Mino short. Oh, the perfect timing for the line. 3 Tetrises and change for a 1 million point score at level 26. Oh, look at that adjustment.
Oof.
Oh no. Come on, game. Not now. Not like this.
Where's that bar, man? There it is.
There it is.
I split tripled. It was split double actually for Matt. Excuse me. Got that board under control, but he could use another bar. There it is. Bangering Tetris to Matt.
2 more. Oh. Running out of time.
Man, Bidwell, the bars have been not kind at all.
As soon as we notice, this will only be a triple, but Tetris away.
And he's got 2 lines left to play.
Yep. Come on.
He's set up dirty. He's only
Sell
got 1 more line.
Give it the dick. Come on. No!
Bangering!
Let's go!
Tetris, Matt Martin. Max out. In game number 3, Bids. Oh my word. Let's go.
Ah, damn.
And he's already ready to go too, man. He's like, yeah, easy. It's easy. Let's get the next one going.
You tend to want to start again after a bad game, but when you start again after a good game, that's some confidence right there.
Absolutely. Folks that are playing at home, incrementing your seed, we go to C4, something explosive could be happening. We just saw the dynamite go boom, but wow. It'll be C4. Go ahead, Bidwell.
Well, yeah, here we go. Let's count them down.
They are ready. Go ahead, my friend.
In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Obviously, with max outs, 2019 is that pivotal year because that was the first on-stage max out. Then you obviously had that match with Green Tea and Joseph Saley, the double max out, and you know we were declaring it the best match of classic Tetris ever played. And oh boy, what would happen in the following years? But everybody was on such a high after that match.
Certainly one of the classics to watch. And we're underway, man. Game number 4 of 99 to be played. Obviously not in one night, because that would be ridiculous, especially with the caliber of play that we're getting here, Bidwell. I mean, we're gonna stay up late anyway, but
we're gonna be up past midnight tonight, so might have to grab a beverage here at halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are currently in game 4. Halftime will be coming up after the 5th game, so players will get their chance to get their beverage and hydrate and do what they need to do. Arctic XC, good to see you this evening, sir, over on Twitch. Rush back into the country so I could catch this. Well, you're pretty much in time. You just saw the max out from Matt Martin, game number 3. Wow.
Gotta feel good. I mean, and I know Batfoy was like, "Oh, LOL, too good. I couldn't pass." But you know, he was at 700. He was right with them, and just that undershift there at about level 24. So he was right with them.
Yeah,
could have been a double max out. So it's just it's a game of not making mistakes, and you know, the transformation into the rolling scene has been get more aggressive, get more precise, overcome those mistakes. But obviously with Das, that was kind of the beauty of the early game. It was playing to that perfect level. Like, being consistent was so important, and it's nice that it's not just the holding the controller style, it's the gameplay and the mentality of playing that more conservative-ish game and still taking your risks when you have to. And we saw that all last weekend, and we're seeing that now in this best of 99 season, or night number 1. And again, Matt Martin with that 2+ Tetris lead, now going to make it 3. But Batfoy's got a good board. He's also got that win in his pocket. So, oh no.
Gets the bar over for the
Yep.
Tetris. That helps bring the board down tremendously. Now he's got some work to do to clean up, but you know, Bidwell, this young man right here, people were wondering, does he still got it? I think he's showing you that he's still playing. He may not be streaming it that often, but he still got it. Should be getting out of this very shortly.
And you know what? I want to see a good Batfoy run at Jonas Cup. So if this helps, then God bless him for being here. I mean, it's a big commitment, and you know, just thank both these guys for being here. I'm so excited for this king.
Yeah, and you know, the best part here, because Black Ops over on YouTube was saying, how did he get them to agree to this, right? Like, because it is a commitment, right? We really have to commit to playing week in and week out for a long period of time, and this is not just something where you're saying, oh, we are going to play the first to 50, right? That's not what the show is called. It's called Best of 99, where we're playing all 99. And they were, when I approached them for this here, Bids, after Sharky confirmed that he could not return for the next season, and I was like, well, you guys, it's a major commitment. You guys think you want to do it? Both of them immediately got back to me and said, hell yes. And Matt Martin even said, I'm honored that you would have me play.
I was just about to say, there is some prestige in this format now. Like the caliber of players, the legendary players that we've had, winning this title is a huge honor and will go on your resume, even if there's no cash reward, or like there's a lot of prestige with this, and that's a lot to do. I know Batfoy is going to top out at 273, so Matt Martin is going to take the 3rd game. And is he going to go 4 for 4 with the 600,000s? I mean, he's not even at 100 lines yet. He's about to hit 500,000. I think, yep.
He knows.
Stuff eating grin.
I would have used a different S word, but that's
oh yeah.
You know, we're on the big boy channel. We gotta watch, right?
Well, Ichi, you know, it's we're out of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, absolutely. He is approaching the 500K, and you know, he had said here during the small break that we had after his max out, he said one of us has to try to beat Sharky's 17 max outs. Might as well get started, right?
Well, certainly got a better percentage at the moment, 1 out of 3. So let's see if he's going to go for that max, or he's just going to get the 600 again. But I guess with this hell of a pace.
Yeah, no, this is tremendous. He's got 6 lines left to go before switching over. He's looking at another 600K. Batfoy's going to take his break right now. He's like, yeah, Mac, go ahead, do your thing.
Good plan. Just a classic sloping board. This is just so, man. We knew Matt was good, but
Are you taking notes, Bidwell? So you can
I'm
actually pretty good at this
just,
game.
Yeah, I knew it, but it just I want to say he's got like Sharky potential here. I mean, it's early, it's small sample size, all that, but I think some of those numbers from Sharky from last season might be in danger.
That.
But let's see what happens here after transition. Of course, as soon as I like hype somebody up, they tend to crash out. That's my curse.
No, of course, right. Meanwhile, Batfoy letting the viewers know at home that I had to pay him to do this, of course, right? You know, it's difficult to get. Yeah, no, well, thank you. Yeah, you know, I'll take it out of Vince's budget.
Dozens and dozens of dollars.
Oh yeah, we can get a few donuts with that. 728 for Matthew on level 21. That is killer score. His patience perseveres. He gets the long bar in, and he's just filling. He's Tetris ready right away. Bidwell, another bar, another Tetris. He is on fire tonight.
My goodness. Keeping that slope build up on the left, just knocking him down. 843 through level 23.
Our friend the Tetris Ranger is here. He's looking for body English. He wants that Sharky body English. That Matt just needs that, and he's all set.
The Hyper Jolt, which...
No, don't say that to Shark. You get mad.
Yeah, that was a Arda Ocal and Chris Bidwell. Something came up on the fly back in 2019. But back when hyper tapping was all the rage, and just add the word hyper to every word.
Yeah. Much like the Hyper X wireless headphones. I am
yeah,
right now.
Matt nearly goofed on that line piece, but gets it over just in time. Now he's 2 Tetris away.
Oh, let's see what happens here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, triple. Nice.
Triple there. I was gonna say he could be looking at the potential Bidwell again. You know, we were going over the stats before that. You know, Jeff has the all-time score record at 1.08 million. Sharky came close, was less than a Tetris away from it. Matt could have his sight set on that, but maybe kind of too late for that at this game. Let's just get the max out.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's go do that first. 1 away. 1 Mino away. There it is. Max out number 2. Let's keep it going.
Now he does have time to pad that score a little bit. Here comes another one. Bidwell.
Okay, the board's kind of back into health now.
Oh, those bar timing,
the
unbelievable.
Barrage. So good.
Bidwell, it could happen.
It might. In the words of Jim Lampley,
he's done it!
It happened! It happened! 1.1? Let's freaking go!
Oh my word! History made, folks, tonight! What Sharky tried 99 games to do, it's only taken Matthew 5. 1.1 achieved for the first time in the Best of 99 series in 5 seasons. My word, Bidwell, he's broken Jeff's record.
Batfoy just kind of, he has that grin. He's like, oh, what did I get myself into? But you know what? Let's get that game 5 in, and let's see what we can do. Let's move those seeds up. E5.
Absolutely, players. Seeds up. We're going to game number 5 before we go to the break. E5, 3C, EF. Will be the seed. King will pin it. Whoops. There's the pin. Mari being Mari.
All right, you're right. Well, maybe it is E6.
Oh, E6. Yeah. Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, because it was C4, right? I remember the joke.
D. So it's a D5 then, right? C4 D5 then. D5. Yeah, right. My apologies. Jumping the gun. Yep. D5. Yes.
We just did D5. Yep. Now we're doing E6. It's not best of 99 without
some confusion. Yeah.
Or we can re-roll, but either way.
Here, let me get that going. All right, let's get a countdown, and then I'll fix that. Bidwell, this is game number 5 before we go to halftime. Let's do it.
Right. So I see stream paused, and then we'll just count down and see my pants in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And I see some Nestris champ settings. There we go. No cheeky push down points for Matt Martin this time. And I like the great posture from Matt, just sitting straight up, got his elbows back to hold the controller up a little higher than you'd expect. And then Batfoy seems to be looking up at his screen. Kind of, old school, like sitting in front of the big console TV in the 1980s.
All right, apologies, folks. All right, players, we get a top out. We're gonna top out here. They're saying a different seeds. I didn't get a chance to take a look. So apologies, players. We can top out. We'll get the seed. Straight up. Cause I think Batfoy was saying D5 and Matt was in E6. So yeah, a little confusion on my part. Apologies.
Reroll.
Ty even said double check. Yeah, sorry. That's on me. That's on me. All right, so let's see. We had it was C4, then it should have been D5, E6. So let's go to E6. What was it? F7 then. We'll go F7. F7, 3C, EF. Here, players, make sure you have this seed in. I'm going to pin it. This will be the new seed. I think what happened was that I'm trying to pin too much here. F7, players, make sure you have F7, 3CEF, F7, 3CEF. Just change that up. It's amateur over here. Yeah, all right, Burb. It's amateur hour every Monday night when I see that show.
Thanks for the catch-up, Tetris.
All right, players are ready to go. Hopefully we have the seeds correct now. Bidwell, let's count them down before the break.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right, there we go. Blue S, red Z mean that the pieces are the same, and we've got that correct. Thank you again. Fans for... Yeah, thank you, fans, for moderating that. Apologies on my part. Not doing a good job there. I was too excited. I was too excited from that max out.
Yeah, 1.1.
Got 2 already from
World record.
And I think the most in one night was Sharky. I think Sharky got 3 or 4 in one night.
Yeah, I seem to remember 3, but again, I don't have I'm pushing 50. I don't remember these things that well. I don't remember who won the Dash Championship last year.
That's all right, Bids. You'll know next year because you'll be there.
Oh, I'm gonna freaking go, man. That looked too much fun.
Oh yeah. I gotta get a real schnitzel, right?
Mm-hmm. Batfoy playing dangerously high. And Batfoy.
Oh, what a
same. Oh my goodness! But okay. I appreciate this. None of this. Let's just top it up because we're under 100,000. That is going to happen. We are going to have another false start.
All right, so Matthew, you can go ahead and top out.
0-8.
We'll go to. Thank you, Bidwell. Yes.
Yes,
8.
Third. This is classic NES Tetris, 1989 version. You can play it on your Nintendo Switch for free.
You can,
Or if
absolutely.
you want to experience what these guys are doing.
And we'll go ahead and get
3,
them counted.
2, 1, Tetris. Game 5, Mark II.
All right, so currently Matt Martin leads 3-1. We've had 2 false starts on Batfoy's side. Matt is perfect.
Tetris saying Sharky got 3 max outs on week 8 and week 10. That's right, because Sharky got stronger as that season went along.
Yeah. And thank you, Ty, for giving the update. Ty has the stats. I sent that to him because he was making that for me. So he has those numbers. Thank you again. And again, Bidwell, look at this beautiful layout that we've got. You're watching round 1, games 1 through 9 of the best of 99. The season kickoff is here tonight. You're listening to the tunes of Mr. Karl Casey from WhiteBat Audio. And if you'd like to be a part of the Tetris Friendlies universe, then you can just go and join the Discord. And we do weekly events where our friend Burb hosts and I host the Friday. I'm back this Friday, folks. About time I can get back to work. I am back this Friday, so you can use tinyurl.com/TetrisFriendlies and join up there to participate like these guys are. We won't be doing best of 99s for you, but you can play a best of 5 if you like. And you are listening to the dulcet tones of the Kingsman, the king of the restreams, along with Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mr. Chris Bidwell.
And we have an official game. You timed it just right, King.
Well, that's what professionals do, even though many people here prefer Vandy over the king. It's fine. Right, Black Ops?
Well, we got a 1,000 point difference here. But with that Mino, it's just kind of hanging out there in column 4 for Matt. Is going to fall behind now. And Batfoy, again, with that classic sloping board.
And what I'd like to see here, Bid, was the confidence that Matt has tonight. He is going for Tetrises in whatever column. He's not looking to rush to try to get back to safety. He's just playing it, I guess, the way that he would normally play in like just a freestyle game. Going a little bit aggressive in some cases, just to maintain these paces that he's looking for.
I mean, I was always a fan of that style. I mean, I know it's inefficient, blah, 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 but just manipulating the stack and moving it around at will like that has always been impressive to me, watching players from the old days and even today, because you are starting to see it a little bit more, especially in the level 29 play with the rolling children.
Yeah, and I think you have to play that way in this era, right? You can't really afford to be playing safe because you see what happens. Oh no, Batfoy! And I think the break is coming at a good time for him, an early shift, and he's done. He had the bar going exactly what it needed it, and it just moved over by 1. Slippery Das will finish him off. Matt, you are good for this game number 5. You'll take a 4-1 lead. He's only 1 more win away from winning the night. And if you'd like to mull this into the break, sir, go right ahead.
There's something to say about playing at night like this versus most tournaments during the day when you're fully awake. I don't know if Batfoy has school over the summer. He said he was interning, so he's probably been at work all day. And I think at our previous week 1s, we've kind of had blowouts as people are kind of getting used to the format. So maybe that pattern is repeating for this week 1 this season. But Matt Martin, I would imagine looking for that 600,000 again is in a little bit of danger. Gets the line to the left.
Worst feeling ever that it burned nothing.
And having to cover up with more weight with the squares.
Oh.
And can he get? Ooh, okay.
Oh, Matt.
Okay. He's shaking his head. That's gonna do it. But 4 out of 5 games over 600,000, 2 max outs, a 1.1. Hell of a first half for Matt Martin, but I think Batfoy can take this little break here, get recombobulated, and we will be back here in a moment.
fact, we'll be back here right now. So, players, this is our halftime break after game number 5. You are welcome to take about a 5-minute break. So, go get yourselves hydrated. Do your fingers, as Alexei Pajnev once said. Use a restroom, whatever you like to do. We're going to take a ad break, and we're actually going to pitch it first to ourselves here between me and Mr. Christopher Bidwell, so that way you're prepared. You don't get that jump scare, sir. And here we are. It is you and I. We've gone through the first 5 games here with Matt and Bat, and it's kind of a different tale, so to speak. Like we've talked about that Batfoy has had the better of Matt in 3 encounters that I recall. They might have had a couple others previously, but he's 3-0 in those 3 that I've seen. But Matt just 1 win away, Bidwell, from winning the first night.
Well, I mean, but more impressive, 2 max outs, a 1.1, 600,000 in 4 of those games. This is some wild early pace here for Matt Martin. Let's see if he can keep up the rest of the season, but I am super impressed, and I think Batfoy will get that rust shaken off, and we'll be back in this before the end of the night.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, the goal for Batfoy will be to try to take a couple of more away from Matt. Even if you don't win the night, Bidwell, there's plenty more weeks to go.
Like plenty.
We'll have 90 more after we're done tonight, so I think he's got a good shot at maybe getting a few more in there. So there you go, folks. So stick around. We are going to take a short break to take a 3-minute ad break here on Twitch, YouTube. You get a break whenever it is. I don't control that, but enjoy the pre-roll slides, and Biz and I will be back, and then we'll take a quick look. Bidwell, you had some suggestions for the guys. Let's see if they're following them, or maybe, like you said, the second half, maybe they'll take it and run with it. Maybe. Yeah, let's go. Folks, we'll be right back. Stick around. More Best of the 9 coming up. Alright, folks, 3-minute ad break has come to an end. Give players another moment or two to get themselves settled and get back in their seats and get ready for the next set of games. We got 4 more to go before the end of the night. I will present them their seed, which will be 1-9-3-C E F. King will make sure that he entered it correctly so we don't have confusion like we did in previous games. So players, that'll be your seed when you're ready. You can go ahead and get that entered, but first, you know, Mr. Chris Bidwell, if you have returned, then we can kind of move into a segment that we usually do in the beginning, but I was rushed and forgot. I don't want Tyler's hard work to go unnoticed, so we're gonna take a quick look at some fun stuff here. If I can find it. The hell? Ah, here it is. Okay, I have its own scene for it, so we'll transition on over. And we'll take a look at something I like to do every season. It's called the Bidwell's Keys to Victory. And there, wow, that is a upgrade if I've ever seen one. Bidwell, that is a monster-sized key you got there.
It's a comically oversized key that I don't want to know what the lock is. I don't know, whatever. But also, love the cross sides. Thank you, Scout, for taking a picture, and thank you, Titrus, for photoshopping the hell out of that. It's beautiful. So, keys to victory, Batfoy, shake off the rust. So, he started off pretty hot, but he's had a couple of those games. He had a couple of false starts. He had a couple games where he had some early shifts high up on the board at 18 to get those 200,000 point scores. So, that's going to be the key pretty much for this night one, and then the rest of the season, you'll get your feet back under you, and I suspect those max outs at 600,000s will soon flow. Probably like it's 2019. That's what I've been doing all night.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's just everybody. That's a key to just life right now. Just remember the old times, the pre-pandemic times. Remember that? Things were great. Things are great now, but I like those old days. So let's move over to keys for Mr. Matt. Well, set the pace. I would say so. For those 5 games, getting 600,000 points. Watch the height. Obviously, not been an issue. I think there's been a couple times he's been playing along the top, but he's gotten past those issues. And be the virtuoso, and obviously getting that 1.1, setting the best of 99 all-time record in the first 5 games. I think virtuoso is the perfect adjective for your performance so far this evening. So pretty good keys. It was so good I don't even think I came up with them myself, but they're so far accurate. So let's bring on game number 6.
You are a smart man there, Christopher Bidwell. So hopefully we'll see. Will the players continue to take your advice, or will they go their own route? All right, players have the seat entered. They are ready to go. Bidwell, no delay. It's time to play. Let's get into the second half of the show. It's game number 6.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Have a red Z and a long bar for Matthew, a red Z and a long bar for Mr. Batfoy. Seed is correct. We're underway, Bids. It is game number 6. Matt just needs one more to take the night.
Game number 6, and Matt Martin with the 6-point start.
Oh, that's pretty cheeky.
Yeah, I know. Everybody brings their own flair to the competition. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, you can see Bidwell. That's why he's known as the virtuoso of Classic Tetris. For some that might be wondering, why is he calling himself that? Well, he a couple of years ago, he got invited to our Rivals Super Show. As Batfoy is gonna try to get out of a cheeky mess here. Looks like it should be resolved shortly. Yes, and he's fine. 33,000 for Batfoy, 74,000 for Matt. But yeah, Matt played Jeffrey, Mr. Jeff Moore. They were rivals back in the early days of friendlies. Two of the, I call them the founding fathers of friendlies, because they were the most active when we first started doing this in 2020 and playing pretty much every week against everybody, and they were doing a phenomenal job. And for those that don't know, Matt is a former Tetris Friendlies heavyweight champion. Back in 2020, defeated Josh Tolles after Josh won over Quaid in what was a crazy night I'll go back and watch that one. That's on the King's YouTube channel. And so they cut promos, Bidwell, as you know, the King likes to for these super shows. And Matthew has a flair for the dramatic, and he kind of took an interesting stance on the promo he was cutting against Mr. Jeff Moore, playing it up very heelish, very heelish, like a cocky heel type thing. And he said, "I'm the virtuoso. I am the virtuoso of classic Tetris. No one can beat me. No one can stop me." It was great. It was amazing. And then he got swamped by Jeff 3-0. But I'll never forget that he called himself the virtuoso, and that's why I refer to him every single time I see him play. You see he's smiling about that. He remembers he got his ass whooped by Jeff. Batfoy enjoying the story there, and we're all enjoying this gameplay. This official game, Bidwell. 176 for Batfoy, 239 for Matthew.
I think the break helped Batfoy for sure. He's back in the groove here. He's behind by Tetris and a half, but the board's great. And Matt's continuing his onslaught of pre-transition scores. Normally, I wonder with all those nicknames you give players. I thought, have you run out of adjectives and verbs and nouns or nicknames and virtuoso? But the self-gloss for Matt Martin, I don't think he had it in him.
Yeah, no.
So you learn something new every night.
Absolutely. No, I was dumbfounded, flabbergasted even when he did that promo. I was like, man, this is one of my favorite Matt Martin promos of all time. And it was tremendous. And it stuck. People call him the virtuoso now. And I hope that's what people are going to call him when they see him at Jonas Cup.
I think now he needs to wear a conductor's outfit for Jonas Cup to kind of add to the character there.
No, without question. 295 for Batfoy, 333 for Matthew. He'll get another Tetris to go to 61,000 point advantage over Bats, and another Tetris for the virtuoso through 81 lines. Bid was at 379. The pace continues for him. He's taking your keys to victory very, very to heart.
I mean, did you see the size of that key? How can you not?
Yeah,
it's huge.
I think I think Tetris is trying to draw it to scale to his own body weight, but well.
Wow.
We still got to get some of those fat jokes in.
I mean, nothing but ketchup packets. They can do strange things to your health there.
Indeed.
But, I'm liking these two games though. I mean, Matt we don't have the Tetris rate available, but he's about to hit 500,000 at 101 lines. So you know what type of monster game he has in store here. Batfoy playing the seed great as well. Behind by 3 Tetrises right now. But the name of the game is get to 19 with a good score and see what happens.
And to answer our friend Black Ops' question, is this for ELO? The answer is no. Friendlies are always non-ELO rated matches. They are simply exhibition style matches, mainly for fun, and I don't know if anybody would want to play a best of 99 ELO rated match bids.
It'd kind of skew it, wouldn't it? That's a little too much sample size to one opponent.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really be fair.
I mean, Sharky probably would not have minded, but look at this. No bar here. Matt's going to sink that one down. Get the double, might have been. What a perfect setup, though. My God, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking,
Woo.
There is something symphonic about a good DAS player. That's rhythmic. There's not a lot of physical motion. It's about just expressing yourself through the motion of the pieces. And I can't continue this metaphor. I'm not smart enough, but hopefully you all can see it. So another 600,000 point transition for Matt Martin, but a 500,000 point transition for Batfoy. So this is still anybody's game here. One mistake by Matt Martin, and Batfoy can take his second game.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, Bats would love to get another one in here, try to stall Matt from getting just one more he needs to win the night. But we got 10 more weeks to go after this one, so even if you get trounced a little bit, we've seen in the past bids that people start making the comeback, and we've seen double sweeps happen in a season. Aggressive placement from Batfoy with that bar.
Online. Oh no! Oh, he just got a little too aggressive there. So Matt Martin at 686 is good, but I think you got him all in this one too. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, please do. So Matthew will get his fifth. Yeah, Matthew will get his fifth win. So he will win the night officially, but we've still got 3 more games to go. It's 5-1 in favor of Matt Martin. He's going to try to pad some more stats here. Well, he has been absolutely fire tonight.
As soon as we say that, he overshifts, but let's see him get out of this. He's still at 700,000. All right, now the cover up again. So again, the cleanup job is extending for more than a level here. We're running out of time to get 1,000,000 points out of this game before 29. And Batfoy might be kicking himself. So it gets the column 9 Tetris. Because this could have been a comebackable game.
Yeah. No, I think that aggressive placement of the long bar that he was just trying to set up to get Tetris ready ended up causing the top out. And so early, I guess you would, you consider it early in the 19 play because that was a level 20 situation that happened. And the way that Matt is playing tonight, you really probably just got to figure out, he probably knows I got to play aggressive just because look what Matt's doing here, right? Like Matt's not making it easy. Like Matt's had the one top out where he already had won the game right before we were going to break. So
yeah.
Other than that, he has been freaking fire.
This game, though, that's going to do it. So just an 871 for Matt, but that is the set for night number 1. But we still have 3 more to go. And any damage Batfoy can do in these next 3 games will certainly be helpful in the overall time.
So we go from 1-9 to 2A, folks. It'll be 2A, 3C, EF. Make sure King did that right. Yes. And good evening to Jade Hart. I know you're watching along. I saw you chat ages ago, but I forgot to say hello to you. One of the great statisticians for CTWC.
Did we start with 2A?
Did we start with 2A? No, we did not.
Okay.
We started with 91.
Okay.
And we can start with a countdown. Go right ahead, Bidwell.
3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game number 7.
We are 2/3 of the way done on our first night. This is our final third. 7, 8, and 9 will get played this evening.
The P sequence, they're not building up their left right away. Only 6 points up. There's the 7.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew, he is being cheeky tonight. I love it. Just being the virtuoso, Bidwell. He's just being the virtuoso.
Point difference. But definitely improvement for Batfoy in that game number 6. Got the transition. Maybe, like you said, got a little too aggressive there. Probably knowing the situation he was in, wanting to play as well as he possibly could, and it just kind of got away from him after transition.
Yeah, I think for Batfoy, this is going to be a good litmus test for him. How does he bounce back in these next 3 games? He knows he's lost tonight, but in the long run of the series here, Bidwell, if he can take this next game, maybe that builds momentum for him to take the next one and the next one. Then you know what? Even though you lose 5 out of the first 6, you can come back and win these next 3. It's a 5-4 series, and we're pretty much neck and neck going into the second round next week.
And like we said before, the first nights for these, they've been strange sweeps and people just getting their feet wet and just getting these reps under and figuring out what you got to do in the following weeks to come. That's going to be the most important thing for Batfoy. We can play one off the bottom here. There it is.
Yep.
And 2 Tetris lead here for Matt. We do have another official game.
Yeah, only the 2 full starts on Batfoy's side tonight. Matt has been pretty much perfect throughout the evening. And good evening to other chatters here. We've got Barrett in the house. Of course, he's got the Ben Mullen dance going. We got ourselves Chen is here, unfortunately. Ian Keith, great DAS player. Watching. Says 2 amazing DAS players. Love to see it. 3-2 chess. Staying up late over in the UK. But, well, that's kind of tells you the significance of watching the best of 99. This series alone, just when you hear the names Matt Martin and Batfoy, you're like, wow, we're getting a throwback. I can't believe it. But you're watching in 2025. Amazing.
This lead is stuck at 2 Tetrises for Matt, but he's getting a little flirting with danger up here at the top.
He's looking for a square to fix that parity, but it's a couple of touches along the way, and now there's that square in the bar. Love maybe another square, but I'll throw the L instead. And then look at that.
Oh my goodness, that's some fractal RNG right there. Didn't realize Matt had that ability too. Former youngest max outer. What age was that?
I think at the time he was around 15. Folks in the chat obviously would probably have the stat there in front, but
right.
But think about it today, like Bidwell, right? Like if it was 15 was the age when Batfoy got his first max out and being the youngest at the time. I mean, now look where we are in 2025, where Zro, 9-year-old, has a 1.3 million score. Oh my God, what is happening, Bidwell? What is happening?
That's 2019 also, if I recall.
It was.
That was all the memes.
What a great year, Bidwell. We can't understate it. It was such a good year. A lot of things great that came out of that have really shaped where we are today. And these 2 players that we're watching tonight were a part of that.
Matt just he had his issues, and he's 1 Tetris away from another 500,000 pre-transition score. This is, I mean, this Batfoy's shaking off the rust, but I think even if he was playing at the level that he was hoping to play, Matt would probably still be running away with this in this he's just playing too damn well.
Yeah. No, this
is clinic.
This is absolutely Matt Martin at his finest right now. I mean, I've seen Matt play so good so often, but you know, this level of consistency with 7 straight games right now, another near 600K. He's going to be short a bit here.
But maybe say, can we do some damage in Portland? I mean,
you'd have to think so, right? I mean, he's looking for redemption. He did not have really a great showing last year when he went out to Portland. You know, he's high on the board here.
Gets it over.
Crafty veteran opening up that well just at the right time.
Batfoy keeping up though, 500,000 in level 19, knocks down a Tetris, gets the board low, so this lead has shrunk down to a Tetris and a half.
So now let's see Bidwell if he's going to take your keys to victory, knowing that, you know, we're shaking the ring rust off as we're watching each game go by, but let's see what he can do as far as managing the board. Keep things under control. Matt's been kind of dictating the pace the entire set right now, so we'll see if Batfoy looks to try to play it a little cleaner. Tetris for him. Now he's Last set of Tetris. It is pretty tight now, Bidwell.
Oh my goodness. Half Tetris. Matt Martin set up in column 6. There it goes. Knocks it down. He's going to stay there, it looks like. Oh, he's going to cover it up. Batfoy needed to get some cleanup work done. Is falling behind again. But good game number 7 here.
Yeah, Matt can't open up that center that he was looking for.
Batfoy's board state. It's still low, but it's falling apart.
And just as I said, that Matt really quickly took care of business. Batfoy looking for that long
Ooh.
bar does show. So Batfoy in a bit of a dig here on level 23. 595 for him. Matt 655. About a 60,000 point lead. He's going for that center whirl again.
No, it's only a triple.
And as Bidwell said, it will be a triple only. So Matt kind of going all in, not getting that payoff he's looking for.
This is still anybody's game. It's like who can get this cleaned up first.
Dash Mastery at its finest right now for Matt. Batfoy hanging in there.
Oh, he's building that tower in the middle, King. I don't like it.
Goes with the J-Tuck. Nicely done to help try to bring that tower back down. Still, you know, both players you can see here, Bidwell, they're struggling. But Batfoy, opportunity to start making some waves, yeah.
Surviving and then getting back to scoring position. Batfoy back to the bottom. He's 2 Tetrises behind. We got about 30 lines to go. Next down a Tetris. Down to a Tetris and change. And Matt Martin's at 27, and his board is Swiss cheesed even more.
Yeah.
Can Batfoy complete the comeback?
Opportunity
Needs
is there
another
now.
Tetris. Oh, and he's going to be Amino short, King.
Oh, he got it over.
Still a Tetris behind. Can he set up a Vitz? Oh, and he can't get the shit for the Vitz. Oh, no.
He
Oh,
has
it's
that
open,
Tetris
it's
up.
open, it's open. There it is. 4,000 point difference. Can he get that's the double?
Oh, this is so tight.
227 points. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my word.
Batfoy, set up.
He's got 2 burns
29
left.
of 5,000 points. 5,000 points.
He just needs a triple. Double even should be enough. He's holding out.
He had it. No, he could have. Oh my God, no. Take it. Yes, he got it.
Wow.
What a clutch. He could have had it with a triple, but obviously with the stream time, he wasn't, you don't have that real-time information. He waited for the line. He got it. He clutched out that win. What a game 6.
Unbelievable finish in that one. Matt struggling in the later stages of that 19. Batfoy perseverance, as Bidwell said. He just hung in there, took his opportunity, and man, got the bar just in time. Looked like he was holding out. As you said, Bids, maybe just not getting that information. They do have Nestor Champs, so they are in the room to see the live information. But again, when you're locked in at that level 28, Bidwell, I don't think anyone's really kind of screen checking if you're a DAS player. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? But Batfoy hung in there, and we just said, Bidwell, if you can get this one, maybe that can change the atmosphere of the next 2 games, and Batfoy could maybe get a little bit closer and make this series very interesting going into next week.
All right, Batfoy gets up again, changes the seat. We got the ready.
All right.
And here we go.
Players are ready, so we're going to go ahead and count them down. Go ahead, Bids, for game number 8.
Here go 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And for those of you at home, they're going to play with 3B. 3C, E, F was the seed.
8 points
Bidwell. What a night.
I know, like he could have gotten that triple, but again, do players keep that internal math of how much a triple is worth and that kind of thing? I mean, Tetris is just so much easier to remember.
Right.
Unless you have that commentary help or the score chart right in front of you, you don't know if that triple is going to be enough. And he passed up 2 of them and fortunately got that line piece. That would have been a heartbreaker if he hadn't got that line.
No, it really would have, yeah. But it ended up working out for him. He got what he needed. saves the day. He's on the board. He gets a second one versus Matt. Matt going with a left
Matt
well
going
to start.
left, yeah. A little flat too. You're okay.
Yeah, it kind of seems always harder to play that way, right?
Just seems not to be. Matt's just he's trying to work it out. He's getting the triple, but 100,000 points for Batfoy. But let's see if Matt can get it as well. And he's obviously just going to play it safe just to get this down to the bottom, hopefully get that transfer. So he's going to lose all his pace early on, down by 2 Tetrises, but now line piece will give him the triple and get the well transfer back. Batfoy, looking at his board here, he's in a bit of a cleanup mode, but it's like, which portion of the board do you clean up first? He's going to put more weight on that well. Matt Martin back into scoring position, gets his Tetris to break 100,000, and we have an official game 8.
There you go. So all through that. Again, you know, Bids, you've said this many times over every season. You've reiterated it again tonight, but it's good for them to work these digs out. It's good for them to try to break those thresholds. You know, you got your training. Essentially, this is a training series for them to go into Jonas Cup, and you know, you're just going to throw things away. Say, I got the 100K rule, no problem. But then when you're playing in a tournament, you don't have that luxury to say, yeah, I can give up this one, no problem, right? Especially, you know, when you're playing a best of 5 single elimination, you don't got too much leeway.
You know, Tetris, your assignment for the end of the season is to create a training montage based on these players digging out of bad situations, and or have that ready for week 11.
Actually, we should get Mari on that, because, you know, Mari, we're giving you content. This is new content for Mari.
Oh yeah. Social media superstar.
Yeah, get this up on the shorts there. That Batfoy, you know, game win right there. Tremendous. Oh, what a dirty Tetris for Batfoy.
Board's not improving though. King needs another one.
Oh.
So 241 needed for Matt Martin.
Try to get that L over and just did not go. So Matt, Tetris there. He's in cruise control. Just needs 8,000 points and less now to take that one. Yeah, brutal indeed.
All right, the floor is yours, Matt. We're gonna go for another 600.
So we'll go ahead and get that score up. Matt Martin has taken game number 8 as a 6-2 lead over Batfoy. So certainly coming up in this final game of the night, Bat's going to look to try to take that one, make it 6-3, and keep things close. Because as Bidwell and I know, that 6-3 and 6-3 and 6-3s and 7-2s, they all start adding up as we get later into the season, Bids, and become a lot more difficult to try to chase those down.
Yeah, the difference between 6-3 and 7-2 is going to be monumental. And Tetris, how are you not putting this on your resume as it is? That's, especially tech companies, they love this stuff. But here we go.
Meanwhile,
I still can't get over that Batfoy facial hair. That's just so great.
Meanwhile, Batfoy is going to go check out the CTWC Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to say, Mari, did you post my clip now? Come on, what are you doing? Free content. Come on, bro. Welcome in. Coffee's here. Good to see you. Batfoy's so huge. And he's grown up, yeah.
488 transition, so a little bit lower than what we've had for these previous games, but I think Matt's going for the 600. Maybe more. It's his game.
Yeah, he also knows that we're down to the final game after this, so maybe, you know, again, trying to see if he can pad the stats to get into that Sharky range, or, you know what, it's like, maybe I can get more max outs than Shark. 17 max outs over 99 games. Sounds
Yeah.
doable, right? But it's a lot harder said than done.
Well, yeah, I mean, we thought with getting 2 in his first 5 games that he'd have at least another one, but hasn't happened so far. Let's see if this one can turn into one, or if it's starting to fall apart just a little bit.
By the way, if for those that are wondering, Matt's amazing gameplay tonight, it might be courtesy of the King. Not gonna lie. I sent Matt some controllers. Had them cleaned up
Oh.
and got some new pads because he was telling me, he couldn't find a controller he liked. He was having trouble with the one he got there, and I was like, bro, I got extra controllers here. You want some? You can try and see if they're any good. They're not helping me out, so it's like I'm not doing well with them. So why don't you give them a try? So I cleaned them up for him, sent him along, and he's currently playing with them right now. I sent him 2 nice controllers, and looks like he's kicking ass. I'm gonna have to get it asked to be brought back to me, Bidwell, because.
Oh yeah.
Do some...
Get it authenticated, right?
Yeah.
So the pace is looking pretty good here at 24. Boards under control, nice and low.
Batfoy thinks that I've rigged the controllers now. All right, Bat, I'll send you. Bat, you want some? I got a couple more. You need some controllers? I'll send them out to you. Make it even, Steven, right?
Only fair.
Yeah. Hey, that's another way you could tell Bidwell that he's growing up is because now he's getting cheeky.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't get 2 words out to Arda back in 2019, and all of a sudden now he's a cheeky guy.
Little bit of concern here for Matt. Doable, fixable. Look at that 3-line solve. Look at that smirk. She's like, shut up, Bidwell. I got this.
Yeah, only a little bit.
And another amazing solve.
His dance is so good. Yeah, he's gonna be short, but
yeah.
Pad the stats, Bidwell. We can get 900, and there it is.
We get 2 more.
Yep.
Maybe set up a 3rd in the middle.
Yeah, a little late for that now. He'll get this. Ooh.
Oh. 990. Oh. He was 3-9 short of the max.
Unbelievable, man. That is brutal to look at when you see the final score. 10,000 points away, man. That's a triple in 29, but oh man, the stats, we're putting the King to work here. I gotta make sure I get these stats in right away. Jeez, I gotta look at them for next week, my word.
Hey, final game of the set. Look at him apologizing for the 990.
Sorry guys to waste your time, right?
I appreciate the brown nosing Chen.
Oh yeah, well Chen's a known brown noser, so that's nothing new.
Game number 9. Let's bring it home.
All right, this is it. Last game of the night. Assuming that they make the 100K threshold, which they've been pretty much doing. Bidwell, let's do it one more time, baby.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we are good. 9 press down points. Now, Matt did have that 9th press down point in his previous game, so there's probably like an emergency, probably pressing down the controller unconsciously when he was in that dig situation.
Yeah.
So, the gimmick has failed.
But I like it.
Nonetheless.
Nonetheless, I think that's added a fun element. Again, folks, this is all about fun. We're playing 99 games, regardless of whoever gets to 51st. It doesn't matter. We're going to play them all through. You're hanging out with Chris Bidwell and the King all summer long, and some of the days that Chris is not able to join me, because he'll be having some other duties. We got WPL coming up soon, the Ohio event that you helped to organize and run that one for Beast and Shen. Tremendous job as always. And I'm hearing Bidwell, yeah, a lot of big names going to that one now too. It's becoming a hotbed.
Yeah. Let's. The Philly regional was so good. I just did the payout today, and I personally donated money to get that prize pool to 1,000 so we could pay our top 8 players because it was so good.
Wow.
And I just hope that we can replicate turnout and the quality of gameplay and the prize pool for WPL. I know one of our fears is we'll get Matcherino fatigue with our fans, but if you could contribute or at least do those prize codes for all of our events, we'd much appreciate it, because players are putting out a lot of their own funds to travel to these events, and anything that can help them recover those funds is much appreciated, very helpful for them.
Absolutely. So great job by you, Chris. Great job by you, Chris, to get that 1,000 in there so we can pay those top 8. That's as you mentioned, very important. We got a bunch of regionals coming up real soon. We had that slight little break. We got something cooking in Vietnam this weekend. They'll be finishing up their tournament that they've been doing for the last few weeks, and then we go right into August. August has always been a hotbed for regionals. As mentioned, we've got WPL in Columbus, Ohio. We got ourselves Minnesota, which is also starting to pick up some steam there.
Yeah, Batfoy should be there.
Yeah, I would love to see him out there. And then we get into September with a lot of other stuff too. KC, Hartford, which you and I will be there in attendance. So a lot of great stuff leading into the Jonas Cup for October. So stick around. All great action coming. You'll see this on the channel here throughout.
Now, Matt's been playing, of course, as soon as I mention it, he gets out of it. But he's behind 127,000 points. So this is a kind of a new scenario. He hasn't been behind by this much in a game yet. So Batfoy just got to keep it up. And we'll see if Matt can dig out of this. Although I don't like his left side. He does build it up a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, man. So risky. The Tetris shake. He keeps doing it, King.
Yeah.
That's roller confidence right there. Knocks
Shake.
down the Tetris, gets out of it. Batfoy, though that lead is starting to shrink just a little bit, it's down to 80,000. Batfoy scores again.
And I like the decision by Matt. He threw that square all the way to left, creating that hole, Bidwell, but it allowed him to keep the well open. A lot of people, amateur players and even, some pro players, they kind of fall into that pitfall of like, oh, I just gotta throw that square to the right because it just seems a little easier to get over versus trying to throw it to the left. But end of the day, that worked out well. Matt is clean. Batfoy, finishing strong here, Bidwell. You gotta like to see that. I think, as you said, that break might have rejuvenated him.
Yep, and let's hope that the post-transition play will follow up with this Grade 18 game. But Matt back to the bottom, but still behind by 120,000. Matt nails the T-spin like the pro that he is.
And before we get to the final 19 speed transition of the evening, King will give some shout-outs to those here on the channel, as we had a raid right when we started the show from Mr. SNK, Party of 10. Thank you so much for that. Ben Squirrely, we know who that is. Good old Scooty stepdad, 1 month sub to the Rookout Road. That is to Mr. Matt Martin, so enjoy that sub, sir. That way you don't get those ads anymore. We got DJ Tom _3 with the follow, and Jay Rockton followed as well. So thank you so much for hanging out tonight, because we got a good crowd all over the place.
Very much digging it. But this has been a pretty great game for Batfoy as we head into transition. 385 for Matt. And with this next clear, Batfoy will be transitioning, I believe. Again, that's a little fuzzy for me. There it is, 505. Nice spin right into 19. It's sometimes when you get that transition, it's difficult to regain your timing. But Matt is starting back on the comeback trail. He's got a clean board, and Batfoy has a Mino cavity on row 1, so we'll see how he gets this cleaned out. But he will probably lose a bit more of his lead before he gets to it. But this is where we want to be.
Yeah, Matt didn't have the best transition.
Good finale.
Yeah, didn't have the best transition going into the final game here, but he's starting to make up for it with some great play. He's only 29,000 points behind Batfoy, 524 to 495. Let's see a good, fantastic finale here, Bids.
Yep. Batfoy kind of leaning up and in. He's really wanting this one. Matt, I don't think has moved a muscle in his posture all night long. Back up to 54,000. Batfoy ahead. Matt knocks down a Tetris. Down to a single Tetris.
Ooh, interesting burn
Batfoy.
there from Batfoy.
Yeah, he needs the line. He's starting to sell out, and he's not going to get it, so he's got to back into cleanup mode. Matt's got a 29-point difference. But Matt also in cleanup mode.
Perfect square for Batfoy to kind of help try to figure this out. But
left.
Such a difficult dig.
I like that play.
Yeah, it was a very high-level setup that he did right there. Matt has taken the lead, 631 to Bat's 599.
Boy, getting the line right when he needs it. He really got get back to scoring position, King.
He's trying to find any way he can. He is going to clean this up, but he has lost a lot of score to Matt. Matt has just been scoring on a tear. 728 to 611. Batfoy now has got to start pushing it.
Well, that first line will help. Matt also Amino short, so he's back into cleanup mode, and Batfoy coming back again. This has been a rubber band match. This is like NBA Jam here, or Mario Kart.
He's on fire. Batfoy would love the bar right about now. Has to skim.
Come on, game. Oh, when he overshifts. You see the reaction. Oh, and he's got to cover up the well, and he's not going to do it. Oh, and Matt's going to take the final game. Again, two 600,000s to finish out tonight. And Matt with another Tetris is maybe get to 900. There's one.
He's got 2 lines left to burn, and he's going to be set up for this final Tetris, and he'll get it. Bidwell.
Wow, what a finish.
A tremendous performance from Matthew Martin. My God. I don't think we've seen a performance like that. You know, that it might have eclipsed Sharky. I have to go back and look at the stats, but like Matt, wow. The numbers he's put up in this first set, outstanding.
Several 900,000s, 2 max outs, the 1.1 cherry on top. What an amazing night. I'm looking forward to this series. And Batfoy kind of started out a little rusty, but improved throughout the night. I think giving him another week or two to get his feet back under him, he's going to get some more wins than the 7-2 result from this first week.
Absolutely. And Ty being cheeky there, halfway to Louis' total already. Oh my God. But anyway, there you go, folks. It is the first night of the best of 99. Round 1 is over. Round 1 will go to Matt Martin with the KO. Let's hit the bell, Charlie. There it is. Bell is sounded. We're going to go on over to the winner's scene, Mr. Chris Bidwell, and congratulate our winner for the evening. It is Mr. Matt Martin. Let's head on over there. And there he is in all his glory. Man, look at that cool room he's got there. Wow, Matt, that is absolutely sophisticated. There he is. There's your winner for night number 1, round number 1 of the best of 99. There's that controller showing you, Bidwell. He's a king. This controller, amazing. Wow.
Yeah. And again, compliments on the shirt. As the kids say, the fit is fire.
Absolutely. He's got a fire fit on a fire scene. Thanks again to Tyler Titras for putting this together. It is stunning, and we got to see our heroes in all their glory. Congratulations to you, Matt, on the first win of the series. Set 1 goes to you. GG's.
About the Jeff in chat.
Oh, Jeff, for you. Just in time, I guess. Jeff has impeccable timing, huh, Bidwell? Just showing up.
Two-time champ. He can kind of just waltz in whenever he wants.
I guess so, right? He can just show up whenever he wants. But man, Bidwell, what a fantastic night. I mean, number one, it's so good to see Batfoy back in action. You mentioned maybe a little bit of rust that needs to kind of wear out. That's what that first night always is, right? Never get discouraged. That first night could just be you warming up, and now they know. Usually players are like, okay, I got to get serious about this. It's time to kind of lock in and try to chip away. 7-2, like I said, is a big difference over 6-3. But you know what, Bidwell? Next week, we could see the roles reverse, and we're right back in the series.
We've seen it before, and I'm just happy Batfoy's back. Like, we've missed the guy. It's been so long, and obviously Matt Martin, great to see him, of course, but you can see what he's been doing quietly, just behind the scenes, just chipping away at that mastering DAS. He's talked about changing over to rolling, and he's kind of been back and forth, but I kind of like that he's going to just kind of be the DAS guy and get that 1.3 million on the board and get the 1.1 live tonight. So looking forward to these next 90 games.
I am too. I mean, this has been a fun night. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out, watching this one, and, you know, going into next week, Bidwell, really the focus will be for Batfoy to start chipping away at that. But if you're Matt, you really enjoy your performance, can you duplicate it again? That's the hardest part of this series. We saw Sharky, you know, after his first defeat, he lost the first set, 5-4 to Jeff. He just kind of went on a rampage and took that, and he really, you know, clutched up. We'll see if Batfoy could do the same, or will Matt just exude the dominance and kind of take off where Jeff had once done to other opponents and just crush.
Mm-hmm. We saw Ben with that first week against Jeff, I think it was. So it's the week one's always to get the cobwebs out, be wacky, and then the real fun starts in week 2.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it, Chris. I'll see you back again here next week for more Best of 99. I'm super excited. I can't wait. And folks, hopefully you'll join us as well too. More Batfoy and Matt all summer long. Stick with us here on the Classic Tetris channel every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'll say it in Vince's Pacific time because he doesn't know East Coast, West Coast. He doesn't know anything about it.
He's sorry. He's probably still in Germany time too, by the way. He actually messaged me at like 9 a.m. this morning. He's like, "What are you doing up, Vince? What's wrong with you?"
Oh, right, yeah.
He's love the boss.
Oh no, bro! It's like 3 o'clock here. I'm just not up.
You know.
Oh my word! But there you have it, folks. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again to you, Chris, for joining, and of course, thanks to the players here. We're just getting started, baby. The best is yet to come. The summer is about to heat up further. Chris, that'll call it a night for us. It is time to go and raid, so we can send the party elsewhere, as many others already engaged and doing stuff. And you know what? I think it's fair to say that we could go ahead and send the party to a former world champion currently live right now. He might have been tuning in, listening to this stream, watching, because he's a big fan of DAS. He just came back from Europe, and he says he misses it already. Let's go check out 2023 world champion Fractal. He's on. He's playing.
Oh.
Let's see what he's got to say. His reflections on Europe. Tell him I sent you. And we'll see you all next week for more Best of 99.